All right, Linkin Park From Zero Deluxe Edition with 3 new songs and some live editions. We've already seen the music video and heard the song Up From the Bottom. We now have the new track, Unshatter, has just dropped. It's one of the first songs that they made with Emily. Very interesting. So in Australia, this one has come out at 11:30 p.m. on the 24th of April. We're jumping onto it just after it's released. This is the new one, Unshatter. Let's check it out.
Maybe I made it more complicated than it had to be. Maybe I'm mistaken, but it's taking something out of me. Maybe I'm too patient, cause I waited until now to see. Take what you say and I ruminate away reality. We'll never ever put it back together. I should've known better, you're a lie. Unshattered, the picture I was trying to see myself in. Unshattered, the promise that I couldn't help believe. I don't know how it got so cold, but my chest is holding all I fell in.
It's a way grungier vocal than we've heard on the other tracks.
I was waiting patiently, saving judgment for too long. When the hesitation would set the stage that I'd lose on. You were only aiming to pass the blame and then move on. You just turned the tables and made my right to a new wrong. And we'll never ever put it back together. I should've known better, you're a lie. Unshattered, the picture I was trying to see myself in. Unshattered.
It's very different from Zero. I can see why it wasn't included.
I don't know how it got so cold, but my chest is holding all I fell in. I should've known better, you're lying. Unshattered, the picture I was trying to see myself in. Unshattered, the promise that I couldn't help believe. I don't know how it got so cold, but my chest is holding all I
It doesn't feel like Linkin Park. And it's so interesting that it was one of the first songs they did with Emily. So it's the bridging track. So this is the bridging track between how Emily was going to fit. So I think it was one of the first tracks they did with Emily. It's got big grunge rock energy. And I think that from here, they then found how to fit that energy within the Linkin Park sound. But it's a very interesting introduction to Emily into the Linkin Park sound. But the only thing about that sounded like Linkin Park was having Mike on it. It sounded like a different band featuring Mike Shinoda. Is what that sounded like. But they didn't include it on From Zero. It was one of the first songs. It was part of they wrote so many songs. That's how they work, is they write so many songs. And this was one of the songs that got us to From Zero, which I think is really cool. So I think that releasing it in this way as part of the deluxe to show this is where we came from. This is when we started to gel is really, really cool to do. But for me, it's it's not the style of music that I listen to. I like when Emily has her influence within Linkin Park, but this one really felt like a rock band, like a grunge rock band with a Mike Shinoda feature, rather than the other way round. Now, I've done my best to not mention Dead Sarah that whole time because I really didn't want to say, sounds like a Dead Sarah song with Mike Shinoda, because they didn't write it. Even though Emily's a guitarist, I wonder if she had any part in the guitar, because it did not sound like Linkin Park guitar. Even the tone sounded different. But like I said, this was the beginning. They came together. This was where it started. And then from here, they wrote From Zero. So this was one of the steps to getting to the new Linkin Park sound. And then they've added it onto the deluxe edition because it's a cool thing to have. And it's a special moment of the reformation of Linkin Park. So in that way, it's really cool. It is my least favorite thing. Because Up From the Bottom is a sick track. Like, I think Up From the Bottom is better than half of From Zero. This one is more of a cool feature that they included rather than like a new Linkin Park song for me. It's like, oh, cool. They included the first song with Emily where they were trying to work it out. So I think that, I think that's really interesting.